How's everybody doing tonight? Guys are practicing, so about 10 minutes left into the practice session, and then we're going to advance the session. The way things will work tonight, it will be a 12-minute heat race, and then a random, and then another 12-minute random heat race, and then a 100-lap main event feature. So we got 3 opportunities to get points. So that's going to be cool. As we see here in the Barbie car, that's Mr. Dalton Chup. Dalton Chup sitting top of the board right now with a 21.492, fastest of the guys. And closest person to him is Tony Kahan in the pits. And then you got Haley Deegan, Kyle Busch, Mr. Wyatt Marshburn rounding out your top 5. So definitely going to be interesting and fun little race tonight. This is our SRX season. Season 1, there'll be 6 races. And if the person that's tuned in, the person that wins the championship, if it's one of the real people, if he wins the championship, then if he's tuned into the chats and watching each and every week, then I will personally give him an amount of money unknown to everybody at the end of the season. So, cool little thing I'm doing there, and gonna be fun. Gonna be fun, gonna be fun, gonna be fun. So, I'll have to stick around and see who's gonna get the money. Money, 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 money! We are live on Twitch and we are live on Facebook, YouTube. So you can watch either way. Trying to get the YouTube chat pulled up. There we go. There we go. We got the YouTube chat pulled up. So, this isn't going to be like a normal commentary that you guys see me do. I'm just going to kind of talk about brief portions of the race, stuff like that. So, qualifying or practice coming down here to an end, and going to be fun there as you see Dalton Chup, top of the board. Looking on board here with the Fox machine. Wyatt Marshburn, he sits in your top 5. So practice has come to a conclusion. First 12-minute session is going to be coming up here in just a moment. Appreciate everybody that's tuning in on Twitch. And appreciate everybody watching on the YouTube channel. Hope everybody can hear me. If you cannot and you're watching, please let me know in the group chat. So I need to know if I need to adjust. Do not let me sit here and talk to myself and sound stupid. Alrighty, we're going to give you a starting lineup for the first row. It's going to be... Well, that's definitely not what we wanted. Hold on. Hold on. Give me just a moment. Just a moment. Starting on row 1 is going to be Dalton Chupp and Haley Deegan. Alrighty, here we go, here we go. Alright, row 1, Dalton Chupp, Haley Deegan. Row 2 is going to be Lee Jones and Greg Biffle. Row 3, Braxton DeWeest and Ron Capps. Row 4 is going to be Jonathan Sessoms and Wyatt Marshburn. And then rounding out your top 10 will be CD and Kyle Busch. Row 6 is going to be Bobby Labonte and Sarah. Row 7 is going to be Newman Stewart. Row 8 going to be Connor Hines, otherwise known as Skyhooks. And John Riddle going to be to your outside in the row number 8. He'll be rounding out your top 16. Row 9, Ken Strader, Ernie Francis Jr. Row 10 going to be Tony Khan and Ethan Jarrett. Row 11, Kevin Harvick and Clint Boyer. Row 12 going to be Hello Castro Nevis and Denny Hamlin. Row 13, Brad Keselowski and Jonathan Rist. Row 14, going to be Aaron Sessoms and Marco Andretti. Rounding out your... Oh, nope. We got one more lone body back there. That's going to be Nakia Chitwood. That's going to be outlaw in the 29th position. Well, we're going to get the heat race here underway and get the guys fired up here. Field going to begin to work down the front stretch. 29 cars strong here tonight. And going to be a good one. Going to be a good one. I guess everybody can hear me because I do not see anybody texting in the group chat that they cannot hear me. I see Dalton saying that he can hear me. So definitely going to be interesting to say the least. We'll just put lights off on the Iracing official pace car. Dalton Chupp, Haley Deegan gonna lead them to the green flag. Remember, this is a heat race, 12 minutes. 12 minutes. Here we go. Haley Deegan with a great start there. Dalton Chupp with a big run down the back straightaway. Here comes Lee Jones in the Hot Wheels machine. Bottom line looking like it wants to work here down the back straightaway or front straightaway. Everybody's still chasing the Barbie car. The Barbie car of Dalton Chupp. Look at old Jonathan Sessoms making his way into the top 5. He was sitting in about that mid-pack in practice. He got that random draw of 5th. Remember, the heat races are off a random draw. Here comes Jonathan Sessoms cracking up in the top 4. He's looking to get 2 of them here. He's looking at top 3. Here he comes to the inside of the Hooters machine. That's Braxton Deweese. Here comes Deweese. Work on the outside. Jonathan Sessoms working to the inside of Braxton. He's going to clear and move Jonathan up to 3rd. He's going to go chase down Haley Deegan and Dalton Chubb. As there you see the Hot Wheels machine of Lee Jones following right with him. Meanwhile, though, Dalton Chubb, Haley Deegan, and the good Sam number 5 there in 2nd. But here comes Jones. Jones to the inside of Sessoms. That's for 4th. 10 minutes left here in this one. Here comes Deweese back to the inside of Sessoms. Great battle going on here from 3rd, 4th, and 5th. Meanwhile, one of the guys that started almost dead last, he's worked his way up into the top 20. That's going to be Aaron Sessoms in that McDonald's car. There you see the Kaya Chipwood in the Marlboro machine, that white and red machine. He's right behind him in that 22nd position. But we work back up front. Here comes Biffle. Biffle, the Showtime man in the blue machine. Working to the inside of Sessoms. Here comes Connor Hines. Connor Hines and the Buckies, number 42. Working to the inside there. Remember, this is just for points. This is not for bragging rights. A good points night here if you can finish up in the top 5 or so. Hines moves to the outside. Here comes Sessoms. Sessoms thought about ducking back to the inside. Watching off the back bumper here of Connor Hines. There you see that Monster Energy number 69. Biffle trying to work on Hines, but meanwhile out front, Dalton Chubb in the Barber machine has led since the drop of the green flag here in the Barbie car. Nope. I seen the Barbie car. Oh! Castor Nevis and Billiter have wrecked. Let's go back and take a look and see what happened to Sarah and Helio Castor Nevis. And it looks like Clint Boyer has stopped as well. Remember, no cautions. It's just a time limit race. See what happened here. Billiter in the white Summit machine there. 3 wide here. Looks like him, her, Boyer, Biffle. Oh! Oh, man. Big wreck down the front straightaway. Biffle, Boyer, Helio Castor Nevis, and others involved there. Still, we're staying green. Laps to go, but just remember, about 6 minutes and 50 seconds left to go. 6 minutes and 47 seconds left here in this one. Deegan all over the back bumper of the Barbie car. Can Dalton Chubb pull up the upset? 6 minutes left here in this one, about 6 minutes and a half. Jones trying to reel him in as well. Meanwhile, Sessoms trying to get around. He got back around Connor Hines. Connor Hines moved back in that 7th position. Here comes Hines, thought about going on the outside. But meanwhile, look at there. John Riddle, a.k.a. Trucker, in the ESPN machine. He's working his way up into the top 5. Here he goes to the inside of Hines. Hines pushes up there. Here comes Riddle. Riddle to the bottom. Riddle me this. They work into turn number 1. has entered pit road there in that number machine right there. While Riddle's still trying to look around that number 42 of Connor Hines. Hines trying to get back around Sessions. 5 minutes and 30 seconds left here in the first heat. Remember, the heat races are randomly drawn. Just a draw. The heat race, when we come to the 100 lap feature, it will be a 3-lap qualifying session. Minutes and 44 seconds left here in this one. Still out front, it's the Barbie car of Dalton Chubb. In the second place machine, it's Haley Deegan. In the Good Sam machine, in the Hot Wheels, in third, it is Lee Jones. In fourth, we got Braxton Louise, Greg Biffle in fifth, Connor Hines sixth, John Riddle seventh, Jonathan Sessions eighth, Ryan Newman ninth, and rounding out your top 10 is the Napa Parts machine of Ron Caps. But meanwhile, Deegan, Chuck, Jones battle for your top 3. Jones looking to the inside. Deegan going to shut the door. Deegan all over the back bumper of the number 11 of Chubb. Deegan goes high. Jones looks to the bottom. Battle down the front straightaway. Deegan's got the preferred line into turn number 1. 2 minutes and 35, and this heat race number 1 is wrapping up big time. Chubb's going to start pulling away once again. 2 minutes left on the clock. 2 minutes left here in this one. About 7 laps to go. 6 to go now. It looks like Chubb's starting to catch a little bit of lap traffic. First car to go on a lap down. It's going to be Billiter in the Summit Holly Racing Equipment number 23. Meanwhile, Jones all over the back bumper, Deegan, but meanwhile, here comes Biffle. Biffle to the inside of DeWeese. Move Biffle up in the fourth. Sessum's all over the back bumper of Riddle, though. Here comes Caps. Whoa, big time loose there for Cap. Meanwhile, DeWeese trying to get back around. Jones still battling it out with Deegan. Deegan on the outside. Jones on the bottom in the Hot Wheels machine. 3 laps to go. Remember, this is only heat race number 1. We still got another heat race and a 100-lap feature. Cross flags, popsicle sticks in the air for Chuck. Jones has gotten around Deegan. Into turn number 3 and 4. Up off of 4. Jones gonna get the white flag. Chuck getting the white flag. One more time around. 4. Dalton Chuck. Up off of turn number 4. Dalton Chuck. Heat race 1 race winner. Jones, Deegan, Griffel, Joey, your top 5. Hines, Reynolds, Cecil, Jonathan, Ron and Ryan Newman rounds out your top 10. Taking a quick look at your unofficial race results. There you go. There was your top 10 that I just read off to you. Marshburn, Labonte, Deemers, Schrader, Kahan, Stewart, Ethan Jarrett, Kyle Busch, Denny Hamlin, 19th, Ernie Francis Jr. round out your top 20. Kozlowski, Chitwood, after starting dead last on the field, draws out the 22nd. Harvick, Aaron, Andretti, Riss, Castroneves, Billiter, 1 lap down, and Boyer, 22 laps down, rounds out your field for heat race number 1. We're going to take a quick minute. We're going to get them rewrapped for heat race number 2. And we'll be back for 12 more minutes of heat race action. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back here in just a moment.
Hello, Nigel here. I couldn't help noticing that you're still awake. Now,
back here at Stafford Motor Speedway for heat race number 2. And it looks to be a good one again. So, here is your starting lineup for your heat race number 2. Deegan and Biffle, row 1. Row 2 going to be Ron Riddle and Dalton Chupp. Dalton Chupp just run that first heat. Can he sweep the heats? Row 3 going to be Bobby Labonte and Lee Jones. Row 4, Connor Hines, Marco Andretti. Rounding out your top 5, your top 10, Ryan Newman and Jonathan Sessoms. 11th to 12th is going to be Ethan Jarrett, Wyatt Marshburn. 13th, 14th going to be Tony Kahan and Ken Schrader. 15th, 16th, Brad Keselowski, Ron Capps. 17th, 18th going to be Tony Stewart and Braxton DeWeese. And rounding out your top 20, Ernie Francis Jr. and Kyle Busch. 21st, 22nd going to be CD and Jonathan Riss. 23rd, 24th, Boyer, Billiter. 26th, 27th going to be Nakia Chitwood and Aaron Sessoms. 27th, 28th going to be Keelan Harvick and Helio Castroneves. And Denny Hamlin rounds out the 29 car field. Got to get the field rolling off here in just a second. And be ready to rock and roll. There you see the field rolling off. All 29 cars strong, and doesn't really look like much changed from the first team. The guys that were in the front are still in the front, other than a select few, and then the guys that were in the back are in the back, other than a select few. So definitely going to be an interesting race, to say the least. Deegan, Biffle leading them to the green flag. Here we go. Heat race number 2. Another 12 minutes of action-packed racing before the main event 100-lapper. Here we go. Way better restart down in turn number 1 than the first one. Up off of turn number 2. Here comes Deegan. Here comes John Riddle. Riddle to the inside. He's going to look to the inside for the race lead into turn number 3. Already a battle for your race lead. Here comes John Riddle, trucker. He is bringing along Bobby Labonte. Riddle out front. Deegan like a freight train. Here comes Hines. Connor Hines after a good run in heat race number 2. He's for number 3. Jumping him 3 wide out of that straightaway. Whoa, baby, everything's getting exciting in this one. There's still 3 wide back there in the back. Dalton Chupp said, Alabama Slammer is coming through. Move up out the way. Jones to the inside. Biffle, he started on second. He's already fell back to 8th. Meanwhile, you can throw a blanket over these guys. Here comes Hines. Connor Hines to the inside. This heat race is way more exciting than the last one. Here comes Jones, Newman. Dalton Chupp almost 3 wide once again. Working into turn number 3 and 4. Hines. Here comes Newman. Here comes Labonte. Hines trying to chase down John Riddle. Down the ESPN number 12. Meanwhile, we take a little bit brother back here looking. This is the, oh, baby. 3 wide out of back straightaway. Jonathan Sessom's right in the middle of all the Hornets. Hines is there. Hines looking for the pass for the lead. Chubb right there. He's in attack from Jones, though. Newman, Jones side by side. Connor Hines trying to get there. He's trying to get there. He is in that Buc-ee's number 42. He's being in hot pursuit, though, by the 18 of Bobby Labonte. Eight minutes left. About 25 or so laps left in this one. No cautions, remember that. This is the heat race. Now we will have cautions in the feature. Here comes Biffle. Biffle looking to the inside of Deacon. Gahan right there as well. Sessions of a monster energy machine there. You see the flow racing number 21. Right there, Jonathan Sessom looking to the inside. Wyatt Marshman right there behind Sessom. All over the back bumper of the Flow Racing 21. There they go, off of turn number 4. This all going on for 13, 14, 15, 16. Ernie Francis Jr. looking to the inside of Marshburn. He's going to clear him up off the corner. Sessom almost drives in there and hits the back bumper of the 21 machine to the point he has to get off the binders. He has to back it up a little bit. Marshburn going to move to the front. It almost is like a lot of these guys are starting to overdrive the corners. Remember, they're on the same set of tires from the heat race number 1. 7 minutes left here in this one, about 20 to go. And out front, Riddle. Here comes Hines. Hines all over the back bumper of him, though. There's Hines. He's on the back bumper of Riddle. Riddle, he's going to bump him a little bit. He's going to push up. Here comes Labonte. Labonte with a big run up off of 2. Not the momentum he's going to need. Here goes the Buc-ee's machine back into the corner. He's still all over the back bumper of it. Hines right there, though. Hines trying to get to the back bumper of Riddle. Here comes Labonte. Labonte to the inside, jumps there as well. Dalton Chubb, your Heat Race 1 winner. He's there as well. Labonte's going to hit the door of the Buc-ee's number 42. That's going to shove him up high. Here comes Chubb. Hines trying to defend him off here. He's going to lose a lot of spots. Lee Jones probably going to get him as well. Lee Jones going to run him way outside. Right now, if you're Don Riddle, you're loving it. You're loving it. You're loving it. You're loving it. One car show right behind you. Then you got 3 cars battling. Chubb, Hines, Jones. 3-way battle for that third, fourth, fifth. Chubb's going to drive away from him. Remember, Chubb won that first heat race. He's got to go still chase down Riddle. Riddle has been on point. He has hit every mark just about perfect. We got about 5 minutes left here in this one. We got Riddle, Labonte, Chubb, Jones, Hines. That's your top 5. Newman, Biffle, Deegan, Kahan, Keselowski in your top 10. Garrett, Stewart, Deegan, Frank, Braxton Louise, Jonathan Sessions, Scott Bush, Wyatt Martinson, Ron Katz, and Martin Henry round out. 20, Boyer, Chipwood, Harvick, Miller, Schrader, Riss, Hamlin, Aaron Sessom, and Ellen and Castor Nevis round out. And Labonte and Riddle have driven away from everyone else. About 13 laps to go. Can Trucker give him a win here in this one? Laps to go in this one. One mistake, and it's all she wrote. Oh, Labonte shoves Riddle out of the way. Riddle gonna lose it with 5 laps to go. Okay, Riddle running back down. Can he get his marks? Get right back where he is. We got the big 100-lap feature, 100 laps. Remember, that is not a draw. They will qualify behind the scenes and grid up, and we'll go racing for 100 laps. 3 to go. Labonte driving away from John Riddle. Shutt right there in third. Jones, Hines, the top 5. Oh, big bump there by Wyatt Marshburn in that 46. Off of turn number 2, down the back straightaway. Labonte hitting his marks just about perfect. Up off of 4, popsicle sticks in the air for Labonte. Final lap. 1 to go. Bobby with the steal. Connor Hines says. Down through 3 and 4. Up off of 4. Race 2. Heat 2. Winner going to be Labonte. Little Chuck Jones. And Connor Hines. Your top 5. Bobby Labonte coming home with the win here in heat race number 2. Well, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, the field will be gritted for the 100-lap main event. Don't go anywhere. You're not going to want to miss a thing. This is going to be a good one to the end. 100 laps left to go here in this one. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back here in just a moment. Welcome back here to the Stafford Motor Speedway, and qualifying has concluded here at this one, and we have a shocker in the building coming in to tonight's feature. Gonna be a fun one, gonna be exciting. I'm actually gonna put a live timing link in each chat, so if you guys want to keep up with live timing, there you go. On the YouTube side, just click that link. It should be there for you. And on the YouTube side, Twitch won't let me, so YouTube, if you're on Twitch and you want to keep a track of live timing, go to YouTube and click that link, and it'll allow you to keep track of live timing. So let's go downstairs and let's give you your starting grid. Row number one, what a shocker from same thing from heat race number one. It's going to be Dalton Chupp and Haley Deegan on the front row. Row two, third and fourth, this is going to be Ron Capps and Jonathan Sessoms with a great run after having an okay run in the first heat. Had a top 15 car in the second heat, and he is starting fourth here in the feature. Row three, Brad Keselowski and Braxton DeWeese. John Riddle, Connor Hines, that's your row four. That is going to be 7th and 8th. Row 5, rounding out your top 10, Tony Stewart, Sarah Billiter. Row 6 going to be Greg Biffle and Cody Deemers. Row 7 going to be Lee Jones, Wyatt Marshburn. Row 8, Tony Kahan, Ethan Jarrett. Row 9 going to be Bobby Labonte, Ken Schrader. Row 10 going to be Kyle Busch, Helio Castroneves, Kevin Harvick, and Ryan Newman. Row 11. Row 12 going to be Clint Boyer, Marco Andretti. Row 13 going to be Ernie Francis Jr. and Jonathan Rist. Aaron Sessoms and Denny Hamlin are row 14. And Outlaw and Nakia Chitwood round out your top 15. Looks like a little cloud cover has hit the Speedway, so this may make for an exciting feature race here. 100 laps on tap, 50 miles. This is the distance. 1 to green this time by. We're going to turn 29 SRX Rooster Community XRX Tour loose for 100 laps here at Stafford Motor Speedway. Field rolls into turn 3 and 4. Up off of turn number 4. Barney, the Iracing flagman, has the green flag in his hand. We're underway for Roosters Community XRX Tour round number 1. He is in hot pursuit of Ron Capps. Sessoms up off the corner. He's going to tuck to the outside. Here comes Riddle. Riddle me this to the inside of the ESPN machine. Here comes Deegan looking 3 wide up off of turn number 4. No, she's going to tuck back in behind Riddle. Everybody all over the place in the mid-pack. contact up off of 4. Now he's gonna door bang, but I believe that was... I'm not sure who that was. Might have been Stewart. It was Stewart. No, Waste door bang Stewart up off the corner. Everybody all over the place, scattered like peas. And they work down to the corner. Complete lap number 5. Dalton Chuck, Caps, Keselowski, the top 3, Biffle, Deegan, Lee Jones. And when you get to Tony Kahan and Lee Jones, that is where mayhem has ensued. Connor Hines there, Beamer's in the flow racing. Number 21 on the bottom, he's going to tuck to the outside. That's going to open the door up for Labonte. Labonte looking to the inside. Hines stuck on the outside. Louise behind him. It's so hard to pass here on the outside. I mean, you almost got to make a move or you got to get to the bottom and force your way down. Appreciate it, Aaron. Tuning in. Hope everybody is having a great night and enjoying the races. Dalton Chuck has driven away from Ron Capps. He's trying to reel in the number 21. Here comes the Roosters to the inside of the body, down the back straightaway. Door handle to door handle, then we're going to turn for 3. 10 laps complete. We're going to have to put more weight in Dalton's car. We thought there was already a lot of weight in there. We're definitely going to have to put some more weight in there now. Dalton Chuck in the Barbie car. Working his way through 1 and 2, and he is checked out. Field pretty much single file till you get about way back here at about 13th, 14th, about where Jonathan Hessam is. Newman there. Here comes that starburst. Jonathan Rist making his way up into bunch. Side by side with the Newman. 1 and 2. Open his lead up to about 2 seconds. 16 laps complete. Can Caps run him down? Can somebody run him down? There's Lee Jones with a riddle all over the back bumper of him. John Riddle, as you're on board with him, he's trying to get around the hot wheel. As he's got Biffle to the inside. Looks like he could maybe come in as well, or not. Maybe that is going to be Kahan. It is a mess back here in the backstretch. Race driving around the hill. watch really explains this. Can Caps run down Chuck, or will we even see like a late race caution? I mean, Chuck is checked out almost. I mean, he's just kind of riding to go on board here with him. I mean, he's just cruising. Let's see how many RPMs he gets. He's not even hitting 8,000 RPMs. Trying to do something, trying to figure something out, trying to run down that number 11 machine. Here's your most exciting battle on the racing surface. Trader, Caster Evans. Chitwood, aka Outlaw Rubber Duck. Yeah, buddy, he gets a little loose. He's trying to work the outside. He's trying to make something go on the outside here. Late here on Ernie Francis. As here comes Stewart. Stewart fell back big time. That outside line just ain't gonna work. Not gonna happen. He has got to find some speed somewhere. He is saying Stafford Motor Speedway is not his racetrack. As he looks at the back straightaway, and the I'm loving it. He has got to figure something out. This guy in the Barbie car. He won heat race number 1. He finished third in heat race number 2. And then he started on the pole in the feature. And he has led flag to 27, lap 27 so far. I mean, I think the only way this guy's not going to win this race is if caution comes out. And then again, I still think he's going to win the race. I mean, he's not bobbling. He's not, getting loose. He's just, I mean, he's literally on a Sunday drive, and he's catching the back markers of the field as well. I mean, he is just riding. I mean, look, you look at him and then look at Ron Capps. Capps is going to try to run him down. He had him to a 1.6 second lead. And now he's back up in the twos, and Dalton is slowly pulling that away as well. So I think it's the Dalton show. Dalton show has just absolutely dominated today. As we see a battle here between Delis, Kahan, and I believe that's going to be Lamont. 30 laps down, 70 laps to go. Next time live here in this one. Chuck is definitely just driving. He is definitely out there just yeehaw, buddy. There is no if and buts about it. He is definitely out there. Meanwhile, Deegan trying to get around Caps. "64 laps to go." The track tip is about 106 degrees. The air tip's only 83 degrees. That's a big difference. The way these cars drive and Deegan's still trying to work around Caps, so in fact this is for second and third. Meanwhile, fourth and fifth. That is going to be Kevin Lowski and Lee Jones. Riddle there, though, he's working back up into the top 5. Riddle to the inside of Jones. Move John Riddle up into the top 5. Again, I appreciate all you guys watching. Hope everybody's tuning in, enjoying. It's gonna be a fun one. It's gonna be a fun little series, I think. I don't remember when we go racing. I know there's slingers in there. We got IRP. The USA's in there. Let's see. We'll look after this. After the race, I'll let you guys know where we go next week. It is going to be there. And we're 3-1 right behind them. Whoa, baby! 3 wide for just a split second. That was Kahan, Jones, and Biffle. 3 wide does not work here, and that's going to open the door up. Here comes Jared. Here comes Louise. Jared has made his way back up to the top 10. Seems like the top 10 is right where you want to be at for the exciting battles. Whoa, Jared checks up. That's going to open the door for Louise, and he's working the outside of Ethan Jarrett in the lawn machine. Chat, do you think we throw a halfway brake caution and bunch them back up at lap 50? Do we throw a caution and we bunch them back up? Well, let me know in the chat. You got until lap 50 to let me know. Do we throw a competition caution and bunch them back up, or do we let them stay green? Chuck is opened up almost a 3-second lead over Caps. Do we throw a caution or do we stay out? I see one no caution. One no caution. I see one yes. Got one no on Twitch, one yes on YouTube. You got 3 laps. Somebody's got to be the deal breaker here. Do we throw a caution? That is the question. We've got a tie right now. Somebody's got to be the tiebreaker. Is it going to be a no or is it going to be a yes? If not, then let it roll. One more lap to let me know. Still tied right now at the moment. Do we throw a caution? Yes or no? I've got one no and one yes. Alrighty. Looks like we're going to stay green. Unless somebody says something. Oh, we got a caution. 2 cautions, one no caution. That is going to jump things up. Dog, Chubb, did not want to see that. I still think he's got it. I really do. I think even with the halfway caution, Dalton Chubb has still got this race in the bag. I don't think anybody's got anything for him. I could be wrong, but I don't think anybody's got nothing. I think the caution is just a bunch of backup. Do it again. .48 laps to go in this one. Still all Dalton Chubb. Taking a look here at your top 5. Chubb, Deegan, Caps, Keselowski, and John Riddle round out your top 5. Appreciate you watching here, David Hall. I got your yes, sir. David Hall said, yes, throw a caution. Well, there's your caution, David Hall. Field's going to get doubled up here in this one. Got about 47 laps remaining here in this one. Appreciate you watching, Aaron. Looks like we got about 4 people on the YouTube side. I'm not sure how many we got on the Twitch side. I can't see. Go. Green flag back in the air. Does anybody have anything for Dalton Chubb? He's going to get out in that clean air and drive away. Caps and Deegan going to battle it out. Riddle right there in that 4th position, laying in wait. Deegan trying to fight to the outside. Jones ducks out to the outside. Caps still there, Deegan's still there. Riddle trying to push Caps on through. Cap still working the bottom. Deegan still working the outside down the front straightaway. Cap's going to clear him. Chuck already out with a big lead there. Riddle going to move up to third. Here comes Ethan Jarrett, a.k.a. Goobers. Goobers in the Dr. Pepper machine. Here comes Deweese. Riddle. Jarrett. Deweese. Through the middle. Deweese and Jarrett have been right there. Here comes Ethan Jarrett, working his way to the inside of the ESPN machine of Riddle. Down the back straight away. Jarrett, Riddle, side by side for third. Deweese trying to push him through. Hey, Aaron's watching on the YouTube too. What's up, Aaron, on both sides? How you doing? Jarrett to the bottom. Here comes Jones. Jones looking to the inside. Four-way battle for the top three. Sessoms, look at Jonathan Sessoms. He was up in the 15th position. He's made his way back up in the top 7. Whoa, buddy, here we go. 6-way battle. 3 wide off of turn number 2 almost. The battle for third is heating up like hot sauce. Oh, Riddle gonna sling out wide. Jarrett, Joe's going to the inside. Here comes Sessoms up into the top 6. Jonathan Sessoms worked his way from about the 15th position. He has worked his way up into the top 5 or top 6. He's looking on at Riddle as well. Riddle to the inside of Jarrett though. Ethan Jarrett trying to work his way through the middle, trying to work his way to the outside. Here comes Deweese. Deweese looking to the outside though as well. Here comes Riddle. Riddle this. And again, Chubb has opened up a gap once again. Sessoms worked his way up into the 6th position. Next victim, John Riddle, to get a top 5 here in this one. 64 laps of 100. We got 37 laps to go here in this one. Riddle trying to get around Ethan Jarrett. Here comes Sessoms. Jonathan Sessoms. Bobby Labonte, your Heat Race 2 winner. He's worked his way up back into the top 7. There's Jonathan Sessoms. 36 laps to go. Trying to reel back in John Riddle. Looks like the havoc has cleaned itself up once again, just a little bit. And Jonathan Sessoms. Riddle all over the back bumper of Ethan Jarrett though. They're fighting hard. That's opening up the gap for that Monster Energy, number 69. They reel them back in. But meanwhile, Chuck out front, checked out in the bobby car once again. We got 8 people watching all together. If you have not done so, make sure you hit that sub button over on the YouTube side. If you haven't done so either, make sure you hit that follow button on the Twitch side. 33 laps to go here in this one. Remember, coming up on Tuesday, we have Tuesday Night Misfit Wrestling League right here live on the YouTube and the Twitch. Wyatt Marshburn going to fight Lee Jones, long shots versus Country King for the Misfit Championship. Coming up in an ambulance match. That'll be the main event coming up Tuesday night. Then you got Thursday night. Thursday Night Thunder, the UFC Misfit Fights coming up on Thursday at 8 o'clock. You got David Hall versus, let me check and see who it is. I think I know who it is. I just don't want to. It's David Hall versus Lee Jones in the main event. David Hall has won 2 fights in a row. Can he win a third one, or will long shots Lee Jones come in and take his victory away? That all coming up on Thursday. This coming Thursday, 8 o'clock, right here on the Twitch and the YouTube. Then we'll be off Monday, Wednesday, and Friday night, and Saturday. And Sunday we'll be back here again next Sunday, Sunday night for the Roosters Community SRX Tour season number 1, second race of the season. 2 12-minute races for the heat, and then a 100-lapper coming up. Actually, I think next week will be a 50-lapper. Excuse me. Not sure on that one. I have to get back with you. 27 laps to go, though, here. And Dalton Chuck. Ron Capps has ran down Dalton Chuck in that number Napa machine. Lee Jones is there as well. Dalton Chuck had a big lead, but we got to talking there, and Capps has run him down, buddy. Ron Capps in the Napa machine has ran down the Barbie car. 25 laps left here in this one. Get it there, Aaron. I'm glad you're enjoying the race. Dalton Chuck right there, 24 to go. Can Ron Capps get back to the back bumper once again? Dalton Chuck still out front. Dalton, crazy man, it ain't over till the fat lady sings, and she ain't sang yet, buddy. Dalton Chuck has dominated all day. Again, he won the first heat race. He finished in third in the second heat race. And he started on the pole of this one, of the feature. He actually started on the pole of the first heat also, but he started on the pole of this one and has dominated, leading every lap there has been so far. Getting past here by Bobby Labonte. Deegan right there behind him. Riddle trying to get back by Ethan. Jarrett Jones has gotten around Jarrett as well to move up into the third spot. That's going to open the door up for Riddle to try to get back to him as well. Appreciate it. 20 laps to go. Riddle still right there all over the back bumper of the Dr. Pepper of Ethan Jarrett. There you see him as they work down into turn number 1. All over the back bumper, that 1776 Motorsports Dr. Pepper machine of Ethan Jarrett as they work up off the corner. Riddle down to the inside, side by side. Riddle looking to make the pass on Jarrett. Up off of turn number 4. Riddle moves up the 4th move. Jarrett back to your top 5. Definitely been some really good racing. Been pure domination by Dalton Chuck in the Barbie car. Maybe I shouldn't have put him in the Barbie car. Maybe I should have put him in something different. Laps to go. car now. You can't change me. Oh, man. 15 laps to go. Does anybody have anything for the barbecue? I should have put him in a barbecue joint with a hot dog on a car. That's what I should have done there, Jonathan Sessoms. Could have put him in a car with a barbecue joint on it with a hot dog on the hood. He's the type of guy that goes to get into a barbecue joint and gets a hot dog. 13 laps to go. Dalton Chubb starting to catch lap traffic, but Lee Jones has started to reel in, run gaps. Oh, buddy, you're top, second, third, fourth, and fifth on top of each other with 11 laps to go. Here comes Jones. Jones to the inside of Caps to take over second. Riddle going to follow him as well. 10 laps to go this time by. Jones going to try to go catch Dalton Chubb. Does Jones have what it takes to reel in the Chubb machine? He's got a 3-second lead over Lee Jones. And John Riddle. If you're John Riddle and Lee Jones, you want to just kind of work together and go to the front. I don't think you want to play too much. I don't think you want to go crazy with it. He would have been dreaming up the food and possibly instead of the race. That is for sure. You know how Dalton is about his food. ESPN versus Hot Wheels. Who's going to get to the second position? Because the battle is for second right now. 7 laps to go. Riddle all over the maximum third. Caps all over the maximum third. Riddle though. Caps trying to catch it. Here comes Ethan Jarrett. Stafford for race number 1 of the season. Chubb. Oh, buddy. Three to go. Chubb held up by, I believe that's going to be Francis Jr. Yes, it is. Chubb held up by Riddle, got around Lee Jones though. 2 to go. Chubb still held up. Riddle running out of time though. 3 wide up off the turn number 42. 3 and 4. White flag up off the turn number 4. One more time around for John Riddle. He has dominated all day long. He has been the man to beat, and nobody can do it. Up off a turn number 4, race 1 winner, season 1 winner. Dalton Chuck wins round 1 at Stafford. Domination is what you call it here. Pure domination by the number 11 of Barbie car of Dalton Chuck. What a race for him. Won the heat race number 1, finished 3rd heat race number 2, and dominated flag to flag in the feature here at Stafford. What a race here in this one. Quick look here at your results. Ron Capps, John Riddle, Lee Jones, and Ethan Jarrett round out your top 5. Bobby Labonte, Haley Deegan, Braxton DeWeese, Jonathan Sessoms, and Greg Biffle round out your top 10. Kahan, Marshburn, Stewart, Hines, Newman, your top 15. Hamlin, Schrader, Boyer, Bush, Riss, your top 20. Rounding out the rest of the field, Keselowski, Castroneves, Francis Jr., all on the lead lap. Everybody else a lap down or more from here on out. Harver, Deemers, Biller, Andretti, Chitwood, and Aaron Sessoms round out your 29-car field. Well, what a race that was here at Stafford. And the crazy part about it is we done 2 12-minute heats and 100 laps in about an hour, and well, we done 100 laps in 38 minutes. The stream's been about an hour and 38 minutes, so heck of a job by these guys keeping it clean. And what a fantastic race it was. And so definitely gonna be a interesting season if Dalton Chuck goes out here and wins everything. So it's been fun. We're gonna see where we go next week. And looks like Slinger Speedway. Slinger Speedway will be next week's race. So for and excitement, see you Tuesday night. We'll have fight nights for the Tuesday Night Misfit Wrestling League coming up this coming Tuesday. Hope everybody has a great week. If I don't see you before Tuesday, hope you have a great Monday. And I'm going to try to get some of these college football games done this week too. I know I've been slacking on it, but I just had so much going on, and I don't really want to get everybody burnt out on everything, streaming every day. So kind of put a day's time in there and go from there. So it's been fun, and hope everybody has a great Monday, and we'll see you Tuesday night for Tuesday Night Misfit Wrestling League. Good night, everybody.